Good afternoon. On behalf of Brian and Holly, we welcome the Toko and the Goronsky families here to the sacrament of marriage between Brian and Holly as they come here in this church, exchange their vows, their promises to one another. You can face one another.
Dear Holly, I can't believe the time is finally here. Not in a million years did I think that I would find somebody so amazing, so beautiful, so full of life. I thank you for always being by my side no matter what.
Dear Brian, today is the day we become a family and you and I will be forever bound. Falling in love with you wasn't falling at all. It was like walking into a house and suddenly knowing you're home.
I will love you and protect you until the day I leave this earth, and I'm beyond excited to become your husband today.
I love your kind heart, your big personality, your intelligence, and your sense of humor.
You're all dressed up for the ball, kid.
I can't wait to walk down the aisle and marry you. I love you forever, Brian Toko.
So for the first time, we present to you Mr. and Mrs. Brian Toko.
Good evening, everyone. My wife, Kim, and myself would like to thank all of you for sharing this gift of marriage between Brian and Holly.
I mean, look at this venue. This is ridiculous. I think we might have a good time tonight.
To our firstborn, Holly, you were tasked with breaking in a selfish, impatient, hard-headed young man and turning him into a father. I was crying at the sight of this beautiful little girl who God had made for me and put in my care. The feeling I get when you look at me, Holly, and say, "Daddy, I love you," is like nothing I could describe.
Holly and I have been best friends since we were in second grade. We were both always, as my mom would put it, a little boy crazy. Started early, chasing boys on the playground, pretty much always in search of the one and only. Holly and I can both be stubborn, we can both be emotional, moody, and Holly is lucky to have found a saint like Brian.
My son, Brian, it has been my greatest joy to raise this man.
I've known Brian since middle school, and we locked eyes, and that's where the bromance happened from there on out. After that, we were pretty much inseparable. Brian, you're the most loyal and generous and genuine person I've ever met. You've always been there for me at any time in my life. You're a completely irreplaceable best friend and brother, and I'll love you until we leave this earth.
I think a lot of Brian's friends would say he's a hardworking and an exceptional pilot. And they'd be right. That he's an accomplished singer, dancer, and songwriter, and I'd say I admire the effort. I love you, Brian. You're a man after my own heart. Truly, you are.
I don't know if too many of you know this, but Brian doesn't like to be the center of attention. It's hard to believe, correct? Well, good news, bud. Nobody's been looking at you today. Everybody's been focused on your amazingly beautiful bride, Holly.
Holy shit, Brian got married.
In 2012, he called me, and he was telling me about this girl he had met, and he was so interested in. I asked her where they had met, and he said that they worked together. And I was like, pilot, flight attendant, match made in heaven, right?
I knew things were different with Brian early on. I had never seen Holly as smitten as she was when she met you.
Holly has the ability to match Brian's energy as well as keep him on his toes. They're adventurous, full of life, and I know they will fly high together forever.
I could not have picked a better partner for my son. And I believe what you have found in each other is home. I love you. Cheers.
One blink and it's over. Wake up, we're old.
Everyone that's in this room has some sort of connection to our lives, and it's profound that all of you would take the time to celebrate our day together. Please party. Enjoy the heck out of this night.
And it's over. Wake up.